Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please find your seats. The program is about to begin. Once again, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Once again, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please take your seats. Our program is about to begin in just a few moments. Once again, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the co-host of Good Day New York and our mistress of ceremonies for this evening's event, Rosanna Scotto.
Good evening, New York. How's everybody doing? Nice to see you. Everybody have a seat. We are packed here tonight. Wow. You look great. Can everybody please find their seat? Shh. Welcome to the Futures in Education's annual Scholarship Fund Dinner. It's always great to be here with all of you. Every year we have a lot of fun for a good cause. Are you ready to have a lot of fun? Okay. and we're ready to support a great cause. Supporting the children attending Catholic schools in Brooklyn and Queens, providing the gift of a Catholic education, one that will have a lasting impact. I'd like to recognize a few of our special guests tonight. Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio, Bishop Emeritus. Hello, Bishop. The Consul General of Italy, Fabrizio. Nice to have you back. Acting Fire Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh is here. Lady Vicky Downey, Lieutenant Knights of the Holy Sepulchre as well. Angelo Vivolo, Columbus Citizens Foundation. Thank you, Angelo and Denise. Dan Nigro, former Fire Commissioner. The Police Commissioner of Suffolk County, Rodney Harrison. FDNY Chief John Hodgkins, Chief of Department. And did I mention my husband, Louis Ruggiero, is here tonight, so that's a big deal. Okay. To kick things off, I'd like to introduce the man who makes all of this happen. Shh. He is the Vicar of Development for the Diocese of Brooklyn, Board Trustee of Futures in Education, Chaplain of the FDNY, Chef and host of Breaking Bread TV show, Board Chair of the Emmaus Center in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Pastor of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Annunciation Church, also in Williamsburg. Did I miss anything? I'm not sure. He truly does it all. Please welcome my dear friend, Monsignor Jamie Gigantiello.
Thank you, Rosanna. And I want to thank you for all that you do for the Diocese of Brooklyn, all that you do for our children, and all the wonderful programs that you put on highlighting the mission of the Catholic Church in Brooklyn and Queens. Rosanna, you are a true friend to the Diocese of Brooklyn, and we love you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. And on behalf of Bishop Brennan, our new Bishop of Brooklyn, and our chair for this dinner, Frank Bizignano, who is not able to be here because his daughter is getting married this week, I want to welcome you all here to our Futures in Education Gala, a gala that we have every night that highlights the work of the Futures in Education Foundation. I cannot thank you enough for being here tonight. Tonight, we change the lives of young people. We change the lives of their family. We give them hope, and I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Because of your work, your dedication, your generosity, a father and mother can go to sleep at night knowing that their children are going to school tomorrow, getting a good Catholic education, are safe, are loved, and have value, and will make a difference in this world to come. All because of you. So give yourselves a round of applause. And as much as we celebrate the success of this dinner and the work that we do, you know Monsignor Jamie is never happy. I will not be happy. You will not be happy. To every child in Brooklyn and Queens that wants a good Catholic education will have it. And it can only be done with your generosity, your love, and your devotion to the children in Brooklyn and Queens. So thank you all so very much. I have to thank, in the very beginning, the board trustees of Futures in Education. They work tirelessly every single day. They work so that Futures in Education can supply the funds needed for every child that wants a Catholic education. I ask all of our board members to please stand up. Please stand up and give them all a round of applause. Also, we have some of our former honorees. Please stand up as well. Give them a round of applause. I have to say, when you hear all the things that I do, I can only do it because I have a wonderful staff. And I want to thank the staff at the Catholic Foundation and Futures in Education. So I ask in particular, John Notaro, John Heyer, Ada Torres, Michelle Fox, and especially Lauren McCormick for putting this whole dinner together. Give them a round of applause. So once again, I ask you and I thank you, have a good time tonight. Let's do good. And I welcome all those who are watching on live stream TV. And you know how much I hate being on TV. So I welcome all of you tonight. Let us tonight renew our commitment to Catholic education by working together and changing the lives for many young men and women for the future, and our future as well. Good night and have a good evening. Thank you so very much.
Monsignor Jamie, you're not leaving so fast. I mean, Sweet Caroline. I mean, we're not going to do a rendition tonight. And you know I love Catholic education. I am a product of Catholic education, Visitation Academy in Brooklyn, Catholic University, where I met my husband. So Catholic education is very near and dear to my heart. All right, everybody, let's get this celebration started. To open tonight's festivities, students from Immaculate Conception Catholic Academy in Astoria are going to perform right now. Please give them a warm welcome.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down
Yeah, we got the feeling. Let's give a hand to the Immaculate Conception Catholic Academy. These kids did a great job. Thank you, thank you. Shh. Now I ask you to join me in welcoming Mr. Danny Rodriguez, who will be singing the national anthem, and please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, set us that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you so much, Danny. Next, for our invocation, I'd like to welcome to the stage the new Bishop of Brooklyn, who is joining us for the first time for this very special event. In less than a year, he's already seen our diocese in Brooklyn and Queens has to offer. He's visited our children at rosary rallies, on the ball field, and in the classroom. He's serving as an inspiration to them and to us. He is a champion of Catholic education and stands firmly behind the mission of Futures in Education. Please join me in welcoming Bishop Robert Brennan.
Thank you, Roseanne. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for being here tonight. We all know the power that education offers to any child, the power that that education does to help form them for life. You take that education and you put it in the context of our Catholic schools, and you can imagine the difference it makes. I don't need to tell you about that, because the very reason you're here is that you believe this and you support it, you make it happen. What I would like to tell you, though, is that when I do go around and I visit some of the schools, I get to see the children, like the children we saw here today, so full of life, so talented, and so much at home with each other and in their Catholic school settings. I get to see their parents. Very often in some of the schools, I have a chance before going into the different visits to greet some of the parents and for them to tell me the great difference that your gifts make so that their children can be in our schools. Our Catholic schools are a great treasure, and we're very, very proud of them. But they're not a treasure that is reserved for a select few. Our schools are open for all children, for all of our parishioners, and even we welcome children from other faith traditions who come to be part of our Catholic education system, a place where they can be children, enjoy their childhood, learn, grow in the faith and the values that is presented before them. Their parents are so grateful to every one of you. So in their name and in my own name, I want to thank you very, very much. I want to congratulate our honorees, Gregory, Joseph. We're so proud of you. We thank you for your support. I want to thank all of the staff and all of the board members and all of the volunteers in Futures. You know, one of the early things I needed to do when I came on as bishop last November 30th was to select a new leader for our Catholic school system. One of the things I needed to do, Tom Shizuko, who had served us so very, very well for a number of years, Tom, whom I had the privilege of serving on different boards with here in Queens and in Brooklyn when I was back on Long Island, was about to retire. He stayed on for the transition very, very generously. But I turned to someone who I was familiar with and someone who I knew I could count on. I turned to Deacon Kevin McCormick, who was then the principal of Zavarian High School. I'm very, very proud, very, very proud to have Kevin McCormick as our school superintendent. As you know, he's already hit the ground running, and he brings a new energy and a sense of teamwork for the mission. He's got that sense of mission. He's filled with that sense of mission. You may know something of Kevin, of course, Deacon Kevin, because his own daughter, Lauren, is so important here at Futures. So I want to thank, Kevin recently had a loss in his family. We pray for the repose of the soul of his mother. But at the funeral, I was struck by what I called the McCormick effect. And boy, do we feel that strongly here in the Diocese of Brooklyn and in Queens. So we turn to the Lord now, asking his blessing on all of you, on all of your families. We ask God to bless our schools and to bless our children, the children of today, the leaders for tomorrow. We entrust our children to God's tender care and ask him to help them to discover the great things that he is accomplishing in their lives, that they may put their gifts, their talents, and all that they learn in our schools to good use for the betterment of Queens and Brooklyn, for all of society, for our nation and all the world. We turn to you, O God of goodness and graciousness, for peace in our world, for harmony among peoples, for the dignity and respect of every human person. We turn to you, O Lord, this night and ask you to help us to be instruments of your peace and of your goodness. We turn to you, O Lord, and we ask you to bless our parishes and to bless all those people who support the many, many good things we do in your name. We ask you to bless the food that we're about to share, the company that we enjoy, the hands that have prepared this food for us. Please deepen here tonight the bonds of friendship, the bonds of family, and the ties of faith, hope, and love which bind them all together. May the good things that you provide for us, O Lord, this night always inspire us to serve those who are most in need. As together we pray, bless us, O Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Thank you, Bishop Brennan. We're so happy to have you part of our diocese. Now I'm excited to introduce our next speaker. She has spent her life committed to passing on her Catholic faith to the next generations. She's Executive Vice President and Chief Retail Administrator of Cathay Bank. She's served on countless committees in service to her community. She sits on the board of St. Michael's Catholic Academy in Flushing. She's also the current chairperson of the Futures in Education's Board of Trustees. Please welcome to the stage Veronica Sang.
Thank you for that introduction, Rosanna. Let's give a big hand to our beautiful MC, Rosanna Scotto, for many years of dedication to Futures. Thank you, Rosanna. Good evening, Bishop Brennan, Bishop DiMarzio, Monsignor Jamie, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2022 Futures in Education Annual Scholarship Fund Dinner. I'm so delighted to see all of you here tonight, and it looks like you are having a great time. Yay! I feel the love in the air. Don't you love the performance of the children? That gives us the reason why we are here tonight. If they don't touch you, nothing will touch you. I'm Veronica Sang. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, I want to thank you all for your support and generosity. My speech is only a minute, so please bear with me. I'm a woman of few words, I guarantee. In a few moments, you will see a short video about the work we do at Futures in Education. That work is very important to me because I'm a product of Catholic education. And it's also important to today's world. Our schools are forming the children's lives. They are not only receive quality education, but they're also being formed in their faith and in their life journey. What a gift that you are providing through your donations to Futures. Kudos to you, and you deserve a big round of applause. I'm honored to be the chairperson of this wonderful organization. Shh. Every day, we get to see the product of our work in the children who are growing in their faith and in their education. Their future, our future, is brighter because of you. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my fellow board of directors for their time and treasure, very important, their treasure, to Futures in Education. Last but not least, I want to acknowledge and thank the staff who works tirelessly to put this dinner together. Now, I'd like you to please take a look, turn your attention to the screens and for the short video. And thank you so much for paying attention, and thank you for being here tonight. And don't forget, consider a gift to the Futures in Education. Thank you.
You know, one of the things I've discovered in the last year since my coming here is that people love to tell me where they went to school, who taught them along the way, and then I see what they're doing today. These are people who are real leaders, great, great people, and they credit a lot of that to their Catholic education. Our schools give a chance for people to be formed with that perspective of faith, that world's view of knowing the world through the eyes of Jesus Christ and through our friendship with Him. And so Catholic education like this, which is so, so important, could easily be out of reach for so many people. And it would be, except for people like you. Futures in Education provides scholarship opportunities and Catholic education for many, many of our young people. Thank you for all you do on behalf of Catholic education. Thank you for believing in our young people. God bless you.
Catholic school is important. We not only teach about math and reading, we teach the whole child. And Catholic school embodies the idea that family and education can be collaborative, can work together, and create amazing students.
It's absolutely amazing the great work that Futures does. For the last 50 years, I've been involved in Catholic schools. Every child gets a chance to help with your tuition to get into a Catholic school. And you watch them grow through the years of school. You know, you can go and learn everything, math, reading, English, but the most basic foundation is teaching faith. We integrate faith into all aspects of their life.
Whenever I feel insecure outside of school, I always think about God. He's always protecting me.
When I think about him, I know that everything's gonna be okay because he's gonna be there to guide me.
What I love about St. Michael's is the community and all the teachers and students that attend here, because it's like one big family.
Teachers and faculty and the administration is very concerned about the students. They take interest in the students, forming the whole person, mind, body, and soul.
The teachers are they really helped me prepare for middle school, and they make sure that you understand everything that you're learning.
It provides you with a sense of identity. There's diversity, but there's commonality in our Catholic education.
Catholic education is important, and we get to see the outcome, the growth of what Catholic education produces.
I think it's so important to keep this tradition going. That is the future of the Catholic schools in Brooklyn and Queens.
It's not about me or us that sponsor, it's about that child. These are the young people, that's our future. So we want to be able to bring them forth into the world with all of those tools to make them well-rounded adults.
If it weren't for Futures Education, 3 out of every 10 students would not be able to attend our schools. If you're interested in the future of the church, it's a way of passing on the faith.
Do we need Catholic education? Oh man, more than ever. We are agents of the Holy Spirit building up these kids to make them who they need to be and who the world needs them to be. We invite them to understand not only the subjects that we have, but we also give them a Catholic imagination, the ability to see God's grace in everything they do. That's what a Catholic education does. But we can't do it without you. We need your help.
You are able to mold them, you're able to form them, and give them the gift of Jesus. I think it's critical that we all give to Futures in Education.
Usually I'm very nervous, but then I go back to my faith, and I know that if you have something important or sad going on in your life, you will always have faith in God because you learned how to progress your faith through school. Faith will always help you in life.
I'd like to say thank you. Had it not been for the opportunity that you gave them, none of us would have been able to meet these outstanding children.
Thank you. And don't we need comfort and faith these days? Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Tony Totten, a parent of students attending Immaculate Conception Catholic Academy in Jamaica. Her children are the beneficiaries of the Futures in Education's Be an Angel to a Student program. And she's going to share a little bit of her journey this evening. Please welcome Mrs. Tony Totten.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Totten, and I humbly stand before you as a recipient of the 2022 Angel Award Scholarship. As a mother of 5 children and grandmother to 4, 2 of which I currently have custody to, this journey has been hard. I have been met with many challenges and obstacles. As a graduate of Catholic elementary and high school, I strongly believe that a solid Catholic education provides youth with self-discipline, Catholic values, and a supportive, safe environment. My oldest son is a graduate of Archbishop Malloy High School. And my 2 daughters graduated from the Mary Lewis Academy. However, with the high cost of Catholic school, my husband and I once decided to accept the invitation for our 2 younger sons and 2 grandchildren to attend the charter school. While we were relieved that the charter school required no tuition, we were disappointed to learn that there was an absence of morals and values that we required in our household. It was clear to us at that point that our boys needed a Catholic education, and we returned to Catholic school. We were ecstatic when we entered the Immaculate Conception Academy located in Jamaica. This school provides a safe and supportive environment where the teachers and staff partner with the families to support the formation of the whole child. The teachers encourage each student to achieve their potential, and the expectations are high. And that was a blessing. My life is filled with such blessings. One of them being the arrival of my 2 youngest boys, who were legally adopted. God sent them to me to raise and guide and prevent them from entering into foster care. But life often throws us a curveball. Mine came in 2019 when my husband had a heart attack. The doctor's prognosis was one no spouse would ever want to hear. He was not expected to live much longer and would spend his days in a vegetated state. While I do respect the doctors, I know with God all things are possible. To this day, he remains alive without the assistance of life support machines. And we continue to have hope. In the meantime, bills, including tuition, must be paid. And I had to figure out how to keep raising our family on my own. We made many sacrifices as a family and struggled to find a way to pay tuition for my 4 boys in Catholic elementary school and my daughter in Catholic high school. Once my daughter began her first year of college, paying tuition became unbearable. The Catholic faith teaches us to have a Christ-like mentality. So I went to visit the staff at Immaculate Conception to explain my situation and figure out what I can do to keep my children in the school I had quickly grown to love. Going back to charter school or to a public school was not an option for us. As I sat in the office, I started to shed some tears, beginning to lose hope. As I told my story to Miss Mylene, she had an idea. That's when I learned about the Be an Angel to a student program, a moment of hope. A short time after that meeting, I received a notice that one of my boys received an angel. Just a few moments later, I received another notification of an angel for my other son. How grateful I was. But it didn't end there. Later that day, a third angel was sent to me. A community of Christ-like thinkers came together to ensure my children would continue to receive their Catholic education. It hardly seems enough to say thank you to each and everyone who made this angel scholarship happen, but I wish to say it anyway. I'm honored to share my story with you, dear angels, as an example of the families you help. We are hardworking. We want the best for our children. That best is a Catholic education. The work that Futures in Education does, the donations you give, truly change lives and has made an enormous difference in mine. Thank you to the staff at Immaculate Conception. Thank you to the staff at Futures in Education. A special thank you to all of you. And most importantly, I thank God. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tony, for sharing your story. And let's have a round of applause for these nice young men who are now in our program. I know you're going to do well. It's time now for the dynamic duo. You know who I'm talking about. Well, you met Monsignor Jamie already, and I think you know who our next guest is. He is the chaplain with the NYPD, the vicar for Catholic schools in the Diocese of Brooklyn, someone that I'm honored to call a friend. Please welcome Monsignor David Casado.
Retired.
He says he's retired. I don't want to believe it. And Monsignor Jamie, I have to say, it's because of these two Monsignors I'm here tonight. You always make this dinner important, special, and lots of fun. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Thank you, Rosanna.
David,
you first.
Oh, wait a second. Thank you, Rosanna. Let's hear it.
Whoa.
Let's hear it. I watch, now be quiet over in the corner. I watch Fox 5 every morning. And I gotta decide if it's because of Rosanna or Bianca. So, Rosanna, I'm having a little bit of a conflict tonight. Today is certainly a wonderful day. Thank you for all you do. You know how many times Rosanna has had us on the show to talk about one thing alone, the gem that's in Brooklyn and Queens. It's called Catholic schools. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell me this, those that are in the forest over there, when I look out into the forest, tell me, wasn't Tony's story touching? Those young people are all in Catholic schools. Tonight is indeed a special, special night. And you know what? We need angels, and we need good angels. I'm going to pass it over to Monsignor Jamie to give us a little bit. Shh. Joe Miraque, pay attention.
I just want to welcome you all back again. And this is the time of the night when we really make a difference for so many children in Brooklyn and Queens. This is the time for our live auction. If you are an angel already, if you are new to Futures in Education and you want to become an angel, this is the time to do it. We need your help. We need you to help the kids. It's all about the children and changing their lives. This is the time for our live auction. And I want to call up to the stage Keith Evans, who will lead us in our auction tonight. We're doing a little something a little different this year. Usually Monsignor Cassara and I, we do this auction and we raise $250,000 that is matched by our chair of the dinner, Frank Bizignano. So I want you to introduce you to Keith. Keith, please.
Well, thank you.
Let them know what we're
The paddle
doing.
auction is now open. For those of you who don't know, it's very simple. All you need to do is raise your paddle, keep it high. Once I call it out, then we'll make the pledge. So tonight, what do you think? Open it up at $20,000 a paddle to start?
I think $20,000 to start.
$20,000 to start. Who's gonna be the first pledge tonight? Who's gonna be the first pledge at $20,000? Do we see anybody out there?
Come on,
I'm
let's
looking
see.
pretty far for this one.
Raise that paddle. Come on, let's go. It's for the
$20,000,
kids.
$20,000.
Anyone here. $20,000. We have a 20.
Here. Frankie Fiorito.
Frankie, thank you.
19, $20,000.
519. Let's hear a little round of applause for that, for the first one tonight. Yes. Who's gonna give me $20,000? Who's gonna give us $20,000? We got a couple more to go. Who's gonna give me $20,000? We see 20, 20, 20. Do we
Tell
see
them how
20?
to do it on their phones.
Well, guys, you can still do this on your phones. One of the easiest ways to do this is through our live stream. You can go to text FIEDINNER 22 to 243725. That's FIE dinner 22 to 243725. Does anyone need me to repeat that for you?
Follow up there. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
Look at
20,000.
All
Anyone
right.
else?
Who's going to give me another $20,000 here
Over
tonight? Do we have
Over
$20,000 over here?
Who's that?
Brenda, how much?
Brenda Zabar? How much? 1,000.
All right.
Okay.
You
20.
let him
Get
take
to the
over.
20.
Let him take over.
Okay.
Okay.
Fred Cirillo. 20,000. Go ahead. Carmen. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see the paddles up there, folks. Let's see the paddles. Don't make me look bad.
Fred Carrillo.
Are we good?
We're good. Keep it going.
Okay, guys.
Get Fred.
Would you like to do this at a little easier level? How about $10,000 tonight?
Okay.
Who's going to show us $10,000 out here? Do we have $10,000 in the
Come
paddle
on,
pledge?
let's go. $10,000.
10,000.
Who wants to do 10,000?
Oh.
I got one over here.
Joseph
983.
Joseph
983.
St. Athanasius Catholic Academy.
I have another one there at 571. 571. Who's going to be another $10,000? Who do we see over here? Who do we see in the middle? Don't let these guys over to this side. I got 959. 959. Thank you very much. Let's hear a little hand of applause for the front.
I just want you to know that our chair of the dinner, Frank Bizignano, will match $250. So whatever we do tonight, $250, he will match another $250. So your donation will be doubled.
Come
right
on.
here.
I hear
Cassara.
143 for $10,000. 143 for $10,000. Thank you very much there. That's another $250,000 match?
Yes, we matched
Holy
that
cow,
$250.
folks, let's get this going here. Who's gonna give me 10? Who's gonna give me 10? We got a lot more fun things going on. I got $10,000 right here in the front at 575. I got 10,000 in the front at 575. Who's gonna give me another 10? I got another 10 over there at 945. 945 for $10,000. Who's gonna give me another $10,000 out there? Who's got $10,000 out there? Do we see 10,000? Do we see 10,000? Hey, folks, let me tell you why $10,000 is important. Each angel, each $2,000 supports one student. That's like taking a family of five away. And
5 students.
that's like taking a family of 5 on vacation.
Right.
You're right.
You're helping 5 students. 2,000
I
each.
got 753. 753. Another hand of applause over there for $10,000.
$100,000 we hit already. Let's
Okay,
go.
folks, we're almost halfway home there. Who's gonna be another $10,000? $10,000. Do we see $10,000 in the back over there? Who's waving that paddle around over there?
Vinny
Who's gonna be
Catalbo.
$10,000?
Come on.
That's 5 students for $10,000.
Where's Michael Matone? Come on, Mike, you did 10,000. Thank you.
Let's go. Where do we got here? Do we have another paddle up there?
Monsignor, I got Frank Bizignano for $250. You have anyone else to match?
Michael Ramersa promised $250 if we get to $250. Bishop, can you imagine that? Amen.
Amen.
Let's go. We got to get that $250.
Okay, we got another
we hit
$10,000 out there. There's going to be another
we have
10. Do we see another $10,000 out there? Another 10.
Thank you.
Do we see another $10,000 out there? Okay, if 10 was too steep.
Patrick Hayes, thank you.
3 students. Okay, who wants to go for $6,000? Let me see $6,000 out there, folks. $6,000. Let's not let the bishop down. $6,000, $6,000. I got $6,000 here at $189. $6,000 at $189.
Dorothea,
Who's going to give me another $6,000? Don't let this guy be alone.
Thank you.
Who's going to give me another
Monsignor
$6,000?
Grimaldi, thank you.
Do we have another $6,000 out there? Do we have another $6,000 out there?
Only 100,000 to 130,000 to go. Let's go. Let's
okay,
go.
we got 130 to go, folks. We got 130 to go. Who's going to go for $6,000? Do we see $6,000?
Who's going over here? I can't see. I can't see you over here. Don't hide. Don't hide. Come on.
Who do we see in the back? Who's on the outskirts that wants to get into this game for $6,000? Do we have $6,000 here in the front, anybody? Do we have $6,000 from over here? $6,000, $6,000. Okay, how about 2 students? I got $6,000 here at $371. $371. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go $4,000. $4,000, just 2 students.
Come on,
2,000.
Christian Garcia, right here.
I got
511. Come on, Christian.
932 for $4,000. 932 for $4,000. Who's got another $4,000 to match us up here? We got another $4,000 waving in the back. It is $658 for $4,000. Thank you very much. $4,000. Who's gonna give another $4,000? $4,000. We have $4,000. We got
100,000 shy.
510 for 4,000.
Where are the Fazio brothers? Fazio brothers. Fazio
What do we got over
brothers.
here?
They
What do we
want
got over here?
$4,000.
We got $4,000. We're looking for 4. Who's gonna give me 4?
Come on. 100,000 shy right now. Rob Rossi.
Close it in there.
Athanasius.
$99,000 to go. $99,000 to go. Who's going to be $4,000? $4,000, $4,000. Who wants to pay for 1 student? I need 1 student for $2,000.
100,000? Come on, how much?
Raise the paddle there for 10. Get back in the game for 10. What do we got here?
Much?
We got $10,000 being talked in the front here. We got $10,000 being talked in the front.
10,000. Who said 10? 10,000.
Raise the
Come on,
paddle.
come
Make
on.
it feel good.
Open up that pocketbook. 10,000. You put it in?
I want another $10,000 out there. We see it.
Wait a second. I just got a call from a friend of mine
how
who
much?
said that he will match another 250 if we hit 250.
Here, 2,000.
That means
I got
if we
$2,000
hit
over there at
250
283.
tonight, we will
$2,000
make
over there at
$1 million.
$283.
Come on, what do we got?
Who do we got over
What do
here
we
for
got?
$2,000?
Where's
Who's
Father
ready?
Paul
$2,000.
Kim?
I got 509 for $2,000.
2,000,
509,
right here.
$2,000.
Thank you.
Another 250. Anonymous will make $1 million. We hit 250.
Patrick Kim.
We
Thank
just got
you.
another 250,
Father
folks.
Patrick,
We
thank
can
you.
reach $1 million tonight if we do this. This is
$1 million
unprecedented.
in 10
Anthony
minutes.
Brennan.
Monsignor Jamie just got another
Unprecedented.
250.
Anthony Brennan. 4,000.
4,000 for
Who's back
550.
there?
4,550.
764. How much?
764.
How much?
764, $2,000. We're up to 172. Who else
If
do
we
got
hit
out there?
250,
Keep that
we
paddle
will
up high
make
there.
$1 million.
Bring the paddle back up. We
$1
have
million
$833,
in 10
$2,000.
minutes.
$833, $2,000.
Let's go. Don
We're out
Parisi.
there almost at 180. We got 181,
Chris,
850.
thank you, Christos.
We got 183.
Joe
Let's keep this
Ciami,
going,
thank
folks.
you.
Don't let this die.
Let's
I got
go.
576
Hey,
for
Bobby,
$2,000.
2,000.
Yes.
Bobby Casado.
576, $2,000.
Bobby
What else
Casado.
do we got going out there, folks? We're at 185. Going a little bit higher than that. What do we got going out there? Who are we going? I need 2,000 hours, 2,000 hours.
We
I'm going to have
gotta get
everybody
that.
stand up in a moment.
Anita, thank
795 for 2,000 hours.
Come on.
795. I
Gabriel
got
and May.
971, 2,000 hours. 971, 2,000 hours. Thank you. I got 139, 139. 2,000 hours there.
Dolores.
We are closing in, folks, there. We are closing in. We're under 60K. This is the home stretch. This is where it hurts. This is where the
50,000
champions are
shy.
made.
50,000 shy. Anybody
I have
50,000
over there
on the whole?
899. I got 899 for 2,000 hours.
Come on.
Do we get that?
50,000.
899, 2,000 hours.
Over there. Anna, wake them up over there. Come on, get them going.
Folks, we
Right
are
here.
so close.
5,000 right here.
5,000 for
819. Joe, thank you.
819. 819, that's $5,000. Let's make sure we record that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're closing in there. We're almost at 100.
Here we go,
We're
right
almost
to
at
the
100,
end.
closing in on the last 50.
Here, right here.
Here we got 378. For $10,000? Yes.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.
Thank
10,000.
you.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah,
thank
Greg
you.
Galdi, thank you, thank you.
Okay, we're at
We're over
almost
the
at
top.
212. We're at 211 going to 212.
Oh,
Where are we
oh,
going to go
look,
over there
look.
in the back?
Almost there.
Where are we going in the back? I'm looking for 2,000 hours out there.
Bishop,
Chance.
look at that. Almost there. Almost
Here's
there.
the chance. I got 940 for 2,000 hours. 940 for 2,000 hours. That should put us close there. Okay, folks, here's the chance for everybody to get in this game. Everybody can get in for $1,000. That's a half a student. I don't know how we divide them up, but that's just half a student out there. So who
Right
wants
here.
to open up at $1,000?
$1,000.
12, right
I got
here.
$1,000. Did you put it up?
512
Did you
for
put it up?
$1,000 hours.
Right here.
We
Brenda,
got
hold
over
your
here.
card up.
We have
$1,000.
383 for 1,000 hours. 601, 1,000 hours. Thank you very
Steve,
much.
thank you,
Who else
Steve.
we going
Thank
after?
you, Barbara.
544, 544, 1,000 hours.
598
Folks.
right over here. 598.
598, 1,000 hours. 598, 1,000 hours.
511,
I got
Christian,
511,
thank you.
1,000 hours. That's 511. Thank you. Where are we going over here? We got in the back there, we have 380, 1,000 hours. 380, 1,000
Thank you,
hours.
Christian.
So we're in there, we're inside $20,000. This is the home stretch, folks. This is the home stretch. Who wants to raise their paddle and take care of a student tonight?
We're right
As simple,
there.
raising that paddle
We're
takes
right
care
there.
of the students. Here we go. Where are we over here?
15,000 shy. Fado.
That's
Grazie.
it. 15. That's only 8 students.
15,000 shy.
Okay, who are we going for 1,000 hours? I got 1,000 hours at 510. 1,000 hours at 510. Who's going to give me another 1,000 hours to match 5? I got 139 for 1,000 hours. 139 for 1,000 hours. I got 518 for 1,000 hours over there in the back. Who's over there on this side who wants to go? What do we got? I got
There they are.
675 for 1,000 hours. I
281.
got 281, 1,000 hours. Who wants to get in down here?
I can't
Don't
see
let
the
these
number.
guys run away with this. This side is winning over here right now. Let's go. Come on, don't let them win away here. We're inside $12,000. Let's go. This is going, going.
Chris Durante.
Ray, slow down that
Chris
paddle. It is
Durante, come
dancing.
on, put your number up.
111
Come on,
for
put
1,000 hours.
$1,000
That's
in.
111,
Durante,
$1,000.
put 1,000.
Thank
Come
you,
on.
thank you.
Come on.
I got 767, 1,000 hours. I have
10,000 shy.
946, 1,000 hours.
10,000 shy.
I have
Barbara.
136,
Let's go.
1,000 hours.
Marianne,
yes,
is she
yes.
here? Marianne,
Oh.
are you still here? All right. What'd you put in? How much?
Okay. What you saying?
Right over there.
10,000?
10,000.
$10,000,
Right.
136. 10,000,
All right.
136. Yes, yes, yes.
Father
Over there in the
Gabriel.
back, over here. Where are we going
Father
here?
Gabriel, thank you.
Where's the paddle? Hold the paddle. 526.
Thank you.
1,000 hours.
Thank you,
526. 1,000 hours out there. Folks, we are so close, it's not even
Paul,
funny
thank
here.
you.
We're at 150.
Oh,
my
look.
God. Holy, 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 holy.
Thank you, Veronica.
Keep going. Keep going. What's the next level? 500?
Okay, folks.
Veronica.
Thank you.
Veronica, come up here, Veronica.
Okay, folks. I know some of you didn't feel the love at 1,000 hours. We're going to go 500 hours here. It's a real simple one. It's a quick 5.
How
it's
much?
5 bills.
10,000. Veronica Sang, our chair, our future chair. Veronica Sang, 10,000. Thank you, Veronica. Okay, what's the next
Thank
level?
you. So 500 hours. Who's going to go 500 hours? I got 500 hours at 630. Who's going to be another $500 out there? Who's going to give a 500, 500,
Come on,
500?
$500.
We did so well. Let's go 500. Hey, folks, we're allowed to get back in. If we were in once, we can come back in again, right? We're not excluded. Right? This is one of those open.
We keep going.
Okay, 500, 500, 500. I got 500 over there. Okay, is that? Hold that paddle up again. Was it 398? 588. 588. Thank you. Who's going to get another 500, 500, 500? I got 500 over here at 850. 500, 850. I got 862, 862, 862. Thank you for $500. Who's giving me another $500? I got $500 here at 949. 500 at 549. Who's going to give me the next $500? Where do we see the next $500? $500. $500, $500, $500. Okay, for those of you guys, I got $500 at 163. $500 at 163. I got $500 at 794. Where are we going to go from here? Who's going to give me the next $500? I need two $500 more dollars. I need two $500 more. Who's over there? Where are we going? Where are we going? What do we see? Where are we going? Where are we going? This counts for the heart, folks. This is the call of the angels.
Thank you, Sam.
Folks, we got to get 260. You all know that, right? We're not leaving here. We're not getting the main course. So let's make it 250. Who's going 250 for the night?
$250. Everyone raise those paddles.
I got 250 at 393. 393 at $250.
Come on, raise those paddles.
Who's going to give me another 250? I got 393. I got 402 at 250. I got 748 at 250.
Thank you.
Who's going to give me another 250 to round that up to 1,000? I'm seeing in the back raising their hands.
What number is it at?
750 at 250. 750 at 250. There was one person next door who's trying to get my attention behind the plant at 250. 944 at 250. 944 250. Folks, we are so close to 260.
954.
Okay, we got two more over here. We got 811 at 250.
And 811.
And we have what was that, 949?
And 811.
783.
949
right
and 811. I got 150
150.
at 250. Who was the one that just had their paddle up over here? We didn't capture the next at 783 at 250. I got 845 at 250. I got 845 at 250. Who's going to be the next bidder? Next bidder, next bidder. Next bidder, step to the plate. We're going to make this happen. I feel 265. Who feels 265 like I do? Do we feel 265? 914, great area code, by the way. 914 at 250. Who's going to be in our next paddle out there? Who's going to be a new 250, 250, 250? We need to eat dinner, so let's go. Let's bring it up. We're feeling 265 up here, folks. We're feeling 265. How are we doing on this?
All right.
Okay, good. All right, I want to thank the Loken Solo Foundation for 10,000. 10,000, the Loken Solo, in honor of John Loken Solo. I want to thank you. We have raised $1.1 million in 10 minutes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just to say thank you to all of you. It's absolutely amazing. Do you realize in these last 10 minutes, we raised over $1 million. God bless all of you.
Thank you all, thank you. Rosanna, thank you.
Only Monsignor Jamie and Monsignor David could do something like this. Thank you so much. And thank you all for participating. Just want to remind you before we have dinner that the live auction and the silent auction is still going on. There's a dinner at Rayo's that you can bid on. And don't forget the auction will close at 8:45. The angel bidding will continue if you so choose. Enjoy your dinner and thank you, everybody watching at home. Go to futuresaneducation.org. We will see you shortly with some entertainment. Everyone, I hope you're enjoying your dinner. Can you just find your seats? Because we have a very special guest this evening. He gets things done, and he made sure, no matter what was on his schedule tonight, that he came to support Futures in Education. Please, let's have a warm welcome for the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams.
Thank you so much. And first of all, this organization is an amazing organization. And my senior, Quesada and Jamie, come on, guys. Where are you guys? Come on up. These guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where's Quesada? I know he's...
He's somewhere out here.
These guys, they do so much.
Yesterday, I was at the graduation of the police department. 600 new police officers in the city of New York. The mayor spoke, and he spoke about the great need for police officers and how they are so vital to our city. And I gotta tell you, he even brought a tear to my eye in his speech. He spoke and he talked about the values of America, the United States of America. And I can tell you, he made me extremely proud to be an American citizen and to be a citizen of the city of New York, which includes the Diocese of Brooklyn.
And I just want to say, as a chaplain for the FDNY, he spoke at the funeral of Allison Russo, the EMT that got stabbed to death. And he really brought our city together. Let's give a round of applause to Mayor Eric Adams. Thank you for being a friend.
These guys, Quesada and Jamie, when no one thought it was possible for me to become the mayor, Frank Carone, his family, and Jamie and Quesada, and many of you in this room, you stated that no matter which way this election goes, we believe in what you are saying and what you stand for. And this organization personifies that, because when you invest in children, if you don't educate, you will incarcerate. There's no getting around it. And the investment that you are making in children and what the Catholic school system has been for those children who were struggling to find a qualitative educational opportunity. Look over your history. Don't let anyone try to rewrite the role that the Catholic school has played in communities when other private schools were not willing to go into the depth and the crevices of our city. You were willing to do that. And I thank you. And I just want to conclude with this. We need you more than ever right now. And I talk about this over and over again. That when the person sat down for a portrait and the artist was about to draw his face and he saw his scar, he said, I know you see my scar, but remember I have a face. And I'm saying to New York City, yes, we have scars, but we have a face. Yes, we have 6 crimes that happen on our subway system every day, but our face is the 3.5 million people that use that system every day, get to and from where they're supposed to be. We have a scar of economic recovery, but our face is the fact that every day businesses are coming here saying they want to invest in New York City because they believe in the concept and the people of this city. 91% of our hotels have recovered. We lead the hotel market in the 25 major markets in the country. New York City is #1. Thousands of tourists are coming here. 56 million tourists are coming back to the city this year, 65 million next year. That's our face. Our face is not what's bad about the city. The scar, our face is what's great about the city, and that's the city that I know. And this personifies what's great about New York. And so as we move around and people want us to believe that we can't recover, let's walk differently. Let's talk differently. Let's lean into the face of New York. And let's understand what this organization means to that face. I love being the mayor of this city because I love this city. The way goes New York, goes America. New York City is America's city. This organization personifies that. Thank you for what you have done, what you are doing, and how you believed in the children of this city when so many people would have abandoned them and wrote them off. Continue to give back. And it is a blessing to live rich. It's a sin to die rich. Write another check. Write another check.
Let's hear from Mayor Adams.
Thank you so much.
Now, Mayor, I know you've come to this dinner in the past, but one of the highlights for me is when Monsignor Jamie and Monsignor Casado serenade the crowd. And everybody kind of gets involved. And I feel like you might need this. It might be a good release for you, Mayor. Are you ready? What, Chris Macchio, please? We need your help. And Angelo, are you ready?
I love that.
Angelo Venuto.
Okay, here we go. We got a little something.
Let's
for
call
you.
up Chris Macchia and Angelo Venuto. And I think we're all going to get involved because we want to have a good time tonight. Where's Monsignor Casado? Where are all those mics?
Hello, everybody.
Everyone on their feet. Let's go. Let's get up. Come on.
Whoop, whoop. Look at this crowd. Look at this crowd. Party people, make some noise! By the way, this song was #1 for 16 weeks on KTU and Z100. Buongiorno Italia, gli spaghetti al dente, un partigiano come presidente, con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, canarino sopra la finestra. Buongiorno Italia con i suoi artisti, con troppa America su manifesti, come canzoni con amore, con il cuore, o bidone sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Sing Rosanna. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano. Lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. After this one, we got the Sweet Caroline. Buongiorno Italia che non si spaventa, e con la crema da barba la menta, con un vestito gessato sul blu e l'amo viola la domenica in TV. Buongiorno Italia col caffè ristretto, le calze nuove al primo cassetto, con la bandiera in tintoria, una 600 giù di carrozzeria. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Sing it! Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano, lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiero, sono un italiano vero. Sweet Caroline, everybody! I want the Monsignor to sing with me, all right? Ready, Chris? Where we began, I can begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was it the spring as we became the summer? Who would have believed you come along? Hands, everybody! Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Let's go! Sweet Caroline, oh, 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 good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never were, but now I look at the nights and it don't seem so lonely. We filled it up with only two.
Everyone on their feet, let's
And
go!
when I heard it runs off my shoulders, how can I hurt when I'm with you? Warm, touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never were, but now this is a party. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good, so good. I've been to believe they never would. Oh no, no, sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. I began to cry, to believe they never would, but now I. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angelo Venuto.
Chris Macho, Monsignor Jamie, Monsignor Casado, Rosanna Scaro.
Macchio, fabulous, thank you.
Chris Macchio is going to sing a few.
Is he gonna, Chris, are you singing now? Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a change in tempo.
Oh boy, okay.
What are you going to do? I'm supposed to do Ave Maria. That was normally the closer, but because of the mayor, they wanted him, to be a part of it.
I know.
It's
Oh, well.
all right. I'll have to really turbocharge this Ave Maria.
Okay. Should I ask everybody to sit down?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start our program now. Now that everybody got a little exercise, let it all out. We got some energy going on here. We do have a very special performance first. You got a little hint of Chris Macchio. So please welcome back to the stage, Christopher Macchio.
All right. I'm going to need just a little more on this mic, just so I can really kill this crowd. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege, on behalf of the diocese and Futures in Education, to perform a little something that I had the privilege of performing in Washington, D.C. at the White House. Here we go. as it is in Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And thine is the kingdom and the power and the Thank you very much. Here's a little something I had the privilege of performing at Celebrity Fight Night with Andrea Bocelli. This was written by his producer, David Foster. This is The Prayer. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise. Times when we don't know, let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno dia una mano al suo vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dai, o il desiderio che ognuno trovi amore, o intorno e dentro sé. Let this be your prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Quella fede che hai accesa in noi, sento che ci sove. All right, here's another one. This is from the songbook of Mr. Leonard Cohen. A little more music on this one. A secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throat, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Everybody, I've been here before. I seen this room and I walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch, and love is another victory march. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I did my best, but it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I stand before the Lord I've sung with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Chris Macchio, everybody. Be sure to catch Chris performing at the Christmas show for Future's Spirit of Christmas concert at Emmaus Center, please. Okay, December 13th. Shh. Everybody got all wild since that Sweet Caroline, huh? All right, the silent auction is now closed. Shh. Can everybody find their place? So Keith Evans is back for our live auction right now. Can we have your attention in the front? Keith. Shh.
Thank you very much. And now for the fun part. This is where you actually get to write a check and get a free vacation because you get to write it off. So who's ready for the live auction? Let's hear a round of applause if you're ready. Is anybody ready? Can we hear some noise? Anybody? Well, I think everyone's going to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the live auction? If we can have the audio put up the live auction, we'll go through the items. We have 5 lots tonight. Folks, are we ready? Little technical support. Let's get up the first item. Okay, folks, if I can have your attention, who likes wine? Does anyone like wine? Tonight, we are offering a 5-star getaway to Napa Valley. Value is well over $6,000. 3 nights, 2 days at a 5-star Fairmont Hotel in Sonoma, then over to Napa. A bottle of Silver Oak's latest highly coveted wine from Napa Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, who would like to open tonight's bid at $3,500 for this wine trip? Who would like to open up tonight's bid at $3,500? Do we have $3,500 out here to open up tonight's trip? Do we see $3,500? Do we have $3,500 out there? We have $3,500 here. Who's gonna give me? So we have $861 at $3,500. Who's gonna go $3,750, $3,750? 143 at $3,750. Who's gonna be $4,000? Who's gonna be $4,000? Do we have $4,000 in the front? Don't let this guy get away. We have $4,000 right here in the front. Do we see $4,000? We have $3,750 over here, $4,000. $3,750, $4,000. Who's gonna give me $4,000, $4,000, $4,000? I got $3,750, I got $3,750. I got $4,000 in the back. It's 871. 871 at $4,000. I'm sorry, 811. Do I have $4,500 here? I got $4,500 here at 143. Who's gonna give me 48, 48, 48? I got $4,800 over here. Who's gonna give me $5,000? I got 48 over here. Who's gonna give me 5? 48, 48. I got $5,000 over here. Who's gonna go 52.5? Do we got 52.5 over here? 52.5. No 52.5. We have $5,000 over here. Who's gonna go 5,000? Who's gonna give me 52.5? Do we see 52.5 in the front here? Do we see 52 in the front here? We have $5,000. I have $5,000. Going once, going twice. Fair warning. Ladies and gentlemen, this next event, this experience here is one of a lifetime. It's a chance to meet star quarterback Zach Williams and New York Giants star quarterback Daniel Jones. Who would like to meet these 2 superstars out there? These 2 superstars are gonna be at an event on December 5th from 5:30 to 8:30 here in the city. Who would like to place an opening bid for $3,500 to meet the 2 New York Star quarterbacks? $3,500. $3,500 for you sports fans out there. Do we see $3,500? I got $3,500 here at 607. Who's going to give me $4,000? I got $3,500 here. Who's going to give me $4,000? Do we have $4,000 over here to go meet the Jets and the Giants? I got $3,500 over here. It's going to be 4. I got $3,500 over here. It's going to be 4. $3,500. $3,500. $3,500. $3,500. Who's going to give me 4? $3,750. Do I see $3,750? We have $3,500. $3,500, $3,500. Who's going to give me $4,000? Do we see $4,000 out there? We got $3,500 to go meet Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones. Who wants that personal autographs? Chances with these superstars. Here we're going at $3,500. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Hey, does anybody have a cell phone? Hey, can I have your attention, everybody? Shh. Did the Yankees win? Are you sure? I want to hear it. Did the Yankees win? Okay, the Yankees won. In honor of this, we put together a pregame VIP tour of Yankee Stadium with a former World Series player. This is 4 tickets to Monument Park. 4 tickets to a Yankees game for the 2023 season. This includes autographs, pictures. Who would like to open up tonight's bid for our future world champions at $3,500? Who wants to go $3,500 for the Yankees? I got $3,500 here. Who's going to give me $3,750? $3,500 here. Who's going to give me $3,750? $3,500 here. $3,500 here. Who's going to give me $3,750. $3,500 here, $750. $3,500, $3,500, $3,500. Who's gonna give me $750 or $3,750? Who's gonna go $3,750? $3,750. Do we see? This is our team, folks. You guys were just cheering for them. This is all for a great cause to further tonight. Who's gonna go $3,750? $3,500. $3,500 going once. $3,500 going twice. Fair warning to 932. Congratulations. Let's hear a round of applause. Come on, let's hear it. This is dry, man. Next item up is an experience at the US Open. Show of hands, has anybody been to the US Open? Anybody been to the US Open here in New York? September, we got one person in this whole audience who's been to the US Open. That's right, you've been to the US Open. You want to go to the US Open too. We have our first 2 bidders here teeing up to the plate here. Who else has been to the US Open over here? So, we have an experience here. It's for 2 loge seats in Arthur Ashe Stadium for a quarterfinals match. You'll just be feet away from your favorite legends out there. Package includes limited pieces of tennis memorabilia, more and more. Who would like to open up this US Open Tennis Ultimate Experience at $3,500? Do we have $3,500 for your dreams to come true? I got $3,500 in the back. Who's gonna give me $3,750? Who's gonna give me $3,750 to make their dreams come true? We got $3,500 in the back. Who's gonna go $3,750? $3,500 in the back. Who's gonna give me $750? Do we see $3,750? $3,750. $3,750. I had $3,500 in the back. $3,750. $3,700 in the back. $3,750. $3,500 in the back. This is a steal to meet your favorite legend. This is New York, baby. This is September. This is our Wimbledon. Going once. Going twice. Sold to the gentleman in the back for $3,500. Hold up your paddle and we'll come right over. The gentleman who bid $3,500 on tennis. They're against the back wall by the camera. They're against the back wall by the camera. You guys aren't making me look very good. I came off a really good high a moment ago. So if I can have your attention to move this along, this last item. It is a 5-star getaway to Ireland. for golf. Who likes to play golf out there? Are there any golfers out there? 3 days, 2 nights at an Alter Luxury Carlton House in Kindry, Ireland. Includes for 2 people. Who would like to win this getaway for $3,500? Our opening bid is $3,500 for golf. $3,500 for golf. Who's $3,500 to go golf in Ireland? Who's gonna give me $3,500 to go golf? I got $3,500 here at 861. Who's gonna give me $4,000? Do I see $4,000 over here? I got $3,500. I got $4,000. We have $4,000 there. Did you get the number? 672 at 4,000. 672 at $4,000. Who's going to give me $4,500? $4,500. We have $4,000 over there. It's going to be $4,500 to go to Ireland. $4,500. $4,500. I got $4,000 over there. 678 is at $40,000. 678. Okay, this is our final bid. The gentleman that bid $4,000 and the gentleman that bid $3,500. I got a deal for you. If the 4,000 agrees, we'll make this, we'll double the trip, and we'll split it at $3,750. Can we each go $3,750? $3,750 for both of them. That's right, we have 2 trips here. We sold 2 trips tonight. That's right. Going once, going twice, 2 trips, $3,750. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the live auction portion of our show. Please enjoy the rest of the evening.
May I have your attention, please? Shh. I need everyone to please take their seats. We will now have the honoring of our honorees, and we need your full attention, please. This is why we are here tonight. Shh. Please, everyone, take their seats. Before we honor our 2 guests tonight, I would like to just say that being the vicar for the development for the last 12 years has truly enriched my life. Because those of you who know me, I become your friends. And one of the first persons that I met when I became Vicar of Development was a very special gentleman. And not only did he become my friend, he became a father figure to me. He taught me so very much. First of all, he's a man of faith. He's a man of God. And he taught me about giving back. And he taught me about how you thank people for what they do. And that person is my very dear friend, Joseph Matone. Joseph Matone was one of the founding members of Futures in Education almost 30 years ago. And anyone that meets him or speaks about him says that he's a gentleman. He's a man of faith. He's a man of giving back. And if we had more Joe Matones in this world would be a better place. We honored him a number of years ago, but we thought it was only fitting to honor him tonight. Because last year, he wasn't doing well. And he was celebrating his 90th birthday. And this past September, he celebrated his 91st birthday. And that's because God wanted him to continue his legacy and who he is as a person here on earth. Joe Matone, I look up to you, and I thank you for all that you have done for the Diocese of Brooklyn and all that you continue to do for Futures in Education. You continue to change the lives of so many people. And one of his dear friends, Father Bernie Tracy from St. John's University would like to come up and say just a few words before we present Joe Mattone with a very special Lifetime Achievement Award. Father Bernie Tracy.
Thank you, Jamie. It's wonderful to be here tonight, especially for Joe. Joe, as Jamie has said, has been a good friend of mine also. He has done a lot for St. John's University. He's done a lot for the Diocese of Brooklyn, and there's many other institutions and faith-based organizations that Joe has given to and has supported throughout his life. Joe is a person who's easy to get to know, and a person who has an effect on people's lives. In some ways, he reminds me, now Joe, I'm not canonizing you, but he reminds me of the founder of our community, St. Vincent de Paul. I'm a Vincentian priest at St. John's. And Vincent was a wonderful, compassionate, loving, and kind man. He was also a great businessman. He would not allow any of us to start a new work without having the plan together first to make sure that you had the money and the resources to be able to achieve what you needed to do to help those who are most in need in the society in which he lived in France. Joe is like that. He shows great concern and compassion to the needs of others. He is a man, as Jamie has already said, of deep faith. For Vincent de Paul, it was his faith that encouraged him to do all the good works that he did. And for that reason, he is seen as the apostle of charity for the international worldwide church of the Catholic Church. Joe is like that in his giving. He has affected lives not only here in New York, but throughout the country. And I know he's helped a lot of people in other parts of the world who also had great needs. It's because of that, his heart and his concern, his deep faith, his love for his family and his friends that has endured throughout his lifetime. He has had 91 years of success, of many blessings, and those blessings he has shared always with those who he has known and those who he has not known, but realized that they were in need. So tonight we celebrate Joe Mattone for the man he has been and the man he continues to be, and the blessings that he has bestowed on so many of us who have gathered here tonight. Joe, we thank you, and we love you, and we continue to pray for you. God bless you.
I ask all of you to please look at the video as we honor Joseph Mattone.
Joe Mattone came from the parish of Our Lady Mount Carmel. Being here as an altar server many, many years ago.
I think his need and his desire to help people has lived with him and been with him his whole life. And I think that's why he's such a good and generous man. Everyone loves Joe Mattone.
Joe Mattone and I go back to the mid-'80s, early '90s. I wanted to open a Catholic middle school, and I asked him if he would be the first benefactor to Mount Carmel Academy, as it was called. And he was the first person that began helping me create a new school. He has a tremendous commitment to Catholic education.
Experiencing all those hardships and sufferings in life gives him that ability to relate to what other people are going through, the struggles they have, and his desire to help them because of the blessings God has given to him and the faith, the strong faith that he has. He sees the need and he sees what a Catholic education can do. And since he has been part of Futures for so long, this is something that's very dear and close to his heart.
It's in giving that we receive. Joe Mattone has given and given and given, and he does it with his heart. And I pray that he continues to do it for our diocese.
It's with great honor that I present to Joseph Matone the Lifetime Achievement Award for philanthropy for all that he's done, for his immense service to the Diocese of Brooklyn, for his kindness and generosity, especially in support of Catholic education for students in Brooklyn and Queens. Joe, we love you. And in honor of Joseph's 91st birthday, we are trying to get 91 new angels for Futures in Education. There are cards on your table. Please honor Joseph Matone. God bless you all.
All right, our first honoree for the evening is someone who exemplifies being a champion for Catholic education. Gregory Cercione is a principal at Subin Associates LLP and one of the driving forces behind the firm's growth and success. He's also a dedicated angel donor. He serves on the board of directors for Catholic Foundation for Brooklyn and Queens. Please turn your attention to the screen to watch a little bit more about Greg.
Some people leave really big shoes to fill. My dads are like canoes.
My father has lived his life according to the Bible verse, love thy neighbor as thyself.
Always praying and going to church, known to go out of his way for others.
He's a hard person to put into words because there is so much to him.
I am very proud of Greg and of his commitment to everything he does in his life, but especially of his devotion to Futures in Education.
The gift of education, and in a special way, I think Catholic education, really can be transformative. Futures, for many, many years, has been helping and assisting young people who, if it wasn't for Futures, would not be able to go to a Catholic school. One of the best ways I would describe Greg is a Catholic gentleman. He'll give you the shirt off his back. Greg really will do what he can. He is a product of that same Catholic education that he wants to share with others.
As a boy, my dad was raised by a lifelong Catholic educator.
And as a result, my father, as well as all of his children, went to Catholic school.
Through the years, we have sponsored many angels. We have gotten to watch how we have changed and shaped these children's lives.
My father's legacy is a legacy of love.
A lot of people know his name, they know his actions.
The truth is, you have been the greatest man in my life for the past 32 years. I'm so proud to be your daughter.
Congratulations to my husband on this well-deserved honor. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Gregory Cercione.
Boy, did my kids and my wife just make me very proud. Thank you. I love you. Wow. Just a real quick thank you to that whole crew that's standing up there, all the neighborhood guys that came out and stayed and support Futures. Thank you so much for your friendship, your support, your love. My Catholic lawyers family, thank you for being here. My Colombian lawyers family, thank you for your tremendous support of Futures. Thank you for everything that you do to make my life better. I love you guys. A quick shout out to my brother-in-law, Chris Marone, who was the first to put up his paddle when it was the highest. So I thank you. Father Patrick, thank you for those very kind words. Truly appreciate your friendship and for all your inspiration, your guidance, and your support, especially with Catholic lawyers. I am truly honored to receive this award, and I thank those who made it possible. Special thanks to Bishop Brennan. I am privileged to be an honoree at your inaugural Futures Dinner, and I wish you great success and good health as the new bishop of our great borough of Brooklyn. To Bishop DiMarzio, for your stewardship throughout the years, and especially for your support of the Catholic Lawyers Guild and our legal community, I wish you well upon your retirement. Thank you to the entire dinner committee, chairs and co-chairs, and especially to Lauren McCormick and Anna Petrullo for your personal attention and tireless efforts to ensure tonight's success. Congratulations to my co-honoree, Joseph Capitolo. It is a privilege to share this evening with you, Joe, and it was a privilege to meet you. Rosanna, you got to it first, but it's here in print, okay? A very special thank you to the dynamic duo, Monsignor Jamie Gigantiello, who for the past 22 years has been a brother and an inspiration, and to Monsignor David Casado, who was already a legend when we first met through the Colombian Lawyers Association over 35 years ago. They both bring the church to the people. They preach through grassroots evangelization, whether they are dispensing ashes to the business community, performing christenings, weddings, funerals, bringing blessings to special events and occasions, or more importantly, sick calls and hospital visits at all hours of the day or night. They are always there for us, and we must always be there for them. They proclaim the Christian message of love, kindness, and compassion. And for that, on behalf of my family and our faith-based community, I thank you and applaud you both. Catholic education is of great significance to me and my family, and this award is in many ways a tribute to my mother, Gloria. She is 92 years of age, blessed with sound physical health, but with little memory of the past. She served the Brooklyn Diocese as a social studies and religion teacher at Mary Queen of Heaven School, where Monsignor Jamie was her boss. She served for 6 decades, from the early 1960s until her retirement in 2012 at the age of 82. She was the definition of a Catholic school teacher. She was intelligent, worldly, classy, with an old world elegance, and she was proud to be a teacher, a Catholic school teacher. And both I and my son Gregory are both proud to have had her as our teachers. And no, neither one of us got A's. She was Catholic school stern and known to raise her voice. She demanded your best effort and instilled in generations of students a respect for education, religion, the Blessed Mother, and most importantly, self-respect and respect for others. I bear witness to the great impact of a quality Catholic school education. In closing, I dedicate this award to my beautiful wife, Lisa, and my children, Francesca, Alessandra, Gregory, my son-in-law, Nunzio, for their love, support, and for living their lives inspired and enriched by their Catholic school education. Thank you all for your support of Futures and for tonight's great honor. Thank you.
I love our honorees tonight. First of all, I have a connection to every single one of them. Greg, my husband, and Greg went to law school together. Mr. Matone, my father, knew you, loved you. Joe Capitelli, our next honoree, family friend. So, as I was saying, Joseph P. Capitelli, former vice chairman of Structure Tone, Joe has been a true leader throughout his 40 years of construction industry experience. Shh. He held a leadership position in a company where over 1,600 employees were staffed in 18 cities globally. Today, a multi-billion-dollar entity, Structure Tone, is considered one of the preeminent construction firms in the world. Mr. Capitelli is a proud graduate of St. Francis College in Brooklyn. Yes, he has exemplified the highest level of commitment to the arts and civic organizations in the community, as indicated by his membership on various boards, committees, and councils, including the American Red Cross, New York Police and Fire and Widows and Children's Benefit Fund, and the FDNY Foundation. Please turn your attention to the screen to learn a little bit more about Joe.
It's very interesting when you start to learn a lot about Mr. Joseph Capitelli. I have found him to be a very unique individual who has a tremendous heart and a tremendous love, and he is very blessed in his life as a businessman in this city.
He loves his family, and how you are with your family is who you are as a person. And that really resonates in his generosity and his concern about other people in need. He grew up in Harlem. They had nothing, and he worked very hard. He became very successful, and he provided for his family. Joe feels the need to give back because of the blessings he has received in life. You know, he's a product of Catholic education, and that's something that stays with you throughout.
He was called upon to be the one that does the major renovation of St. Patrick's Cathedral. In the apparition of St. Francis in San Damiano Chapel, it was said, "Rebuild my church." And St. Francis originally thought rebuilding the church physically. What Joe has done is follow the words of St. Francis. He rebuilt the church, St. Patrick's Cathedral, and now through Futures in Education, he rebuilds the church by enlightening the minds, the hearts of young people in Brooklyn and Queens. Is wonderful in giving back to the people that he met along the way. Futures in Education opens doors. He has a tremendous commitment to helping others.
Well, Joe, I just want to thank you for your friendship, for your love, and your generosity. And I thank you for responding to the needs of thousands of children in Brooklyn and Queens who wish to have a Catholic education. And you will change their lives for the better.
Please congratulate Joe Capitelli.
Well, I was very surprised when Monsignor Jamie called me and asked me to be the honoree for Futures in Education. And it really shocked me that he asked me to be the honoree because I was probably one of the worst students who ever went through the Catholic school system. But I guess that's in keeping with the church's mission to take care of the feeble-minded people. We all know what's going on today in the city schools. Public school education is in shambles, and even our elite private schools are more concerned with wokeness than they are with educating children. Only the Catholic schools are producing a traditional education, while also providing the children with the academic, emotional, and spiritual support they need to be successful. Futures in Education helps single parents, working parents who want the best for their children and to be able to afford the American dream of an education that results in prosperity. Being here tonight and supporting Futures in Education makes a difference. It makes a difference to the church, the schools of the Brooklyn and Queens diocese, but most of all, it makes a difference to the little boys and girls who attend Catholic schools. And only with your support we can continue this mission. I'd just like to say Greg and I were very honored to be asked tonight, but the real honorees, Greg and I are really here to help you guys raise money. The real honorees tonight are Monsignor Casado and Monsignor Jamie. They are the guys who keep this going day in and day out. They work tirelessly to keep the schools going. And I heard, so they're the guys who I really believe should be acknowledged tonight at this event. Well, thanks for having me, and I urge you all to keep supporting this wonderful cause. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe Capitelli. Is it time to put on Good Day New York? What time is it? Monsignor Jamie, you told me I was going to be finished at 9 o'clock. All right, Monsignor Jamie, come on up.
Thank you. Rosanna, thank you. Greg Shoshone, Joe Capitelli, thank you. Bishop Brennan, thank you. All I can say is that I thank you because not only have you been supporters of Catholic education and the Diocese of Brooklyn, many of you have become my friend, and I thank you for that. Tonight, because of your generosity, your friendship, and your concern for the Catholic Church and futures in education in the Diocese of Brooklyn, tonight we have raised a record $2.8 million to help Catholic schools and to change the lives of so many young children. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all I can say is that I love you for that. Have a good night. Thank you. And I have to tell you that we have changed our date for our new Futures in Education dinner. It will be May 16th at Casa Cipriani, the new place in the Governor's Island terminal. So mark down the date, May 16th. I love you all, and the children, thank you. God bless you all. Get home safe. See you in May. God bless you all.